I'm with three chaps who had the most extraordinary adventure in 1969-70, which is being told in the book Three Men in a Land-Rover. They're going to be performing at the festival, the Motoring Literary and Art Festival, I'm delighted to say. And gentlemen, would you like to just introduce yourselves if you would?
Okay, I'm one of three men in a Land Rover. I'm Chris.
I'm the second man in a Land Rover. I'm Mike.
And I'm the third, Waxy Wainwright.
Splendid, gentlemen. Now, it is an extraordinary story, and we've been chatting. There are so many facets to this story, which is obviously going to make the book utterly intriguing, enthralling. Can you just give me a quick flavour of one or two of the stories that you're going to be talking about at the festival, please?
Well, I think there were lots of scrapes and accidents and excitements in 40,000 miles and 40 countries.
Yeah, we were arrested at least twice. We were held up at gunpoint once, and we were one of the first illegal immigrants when we had to cross the river into Burma.
We had this extraordinary friendship that just grew and grew all the way through this extraordinary expedition. And there are all the things that we looked at and saw. We're here today to tell the tale, which is an amazing tale.
Well, knowing something of that tale, it is amazing you're here today, all still alive, because I mean, you risked your lives.
Yes.
You were telling me just now about the bridge episode. Would you like to kindly explain?
That was a bridge in Ethiopia. There was no road between Addis and Nairobi. It was just a track. And suddenly we came across this ravine. There was this bridge with very few left of all the planks. So what we had to do, we had to drive up to the bridge. Someone would come out from the back and take the planks out from the end and put them at the front, and slowly it took about half an hour. We actually managed to keep the vehicle on the track. And we were across. Otherwise, I don't know where we would have ended up, because that ravine just went on and on and on. We wouldn't have crossed it.
And you had two Congolese, as it were, stowaways on the roof of the Land Rover for 3 days.
That was very scary. Once again, the Congo had no roads, and we were, apart from meeting pygmies and all sorts of exciting things like that, we stopped in a clearing in the jungle, and something didn't feel quite right. I remember we felt that, and I got out of the Land Rover and felt the barrel of a gun in the back of my neck, and two Congolese soldiers stepped out of the undergrowth and demanded to have the Land Rover. And so we obviously played dumb, which I think came fairly naturally. But we just said, if you want to come with us, you've got to go on the roof. And we had them on the roof for 3 days, brandishing guns in and out of the window when they wanted us to stop. It was a very, very scary moment, because we sort of recalled that more people had died a violent death in the Congo than 2 world wars in Europe.
And also, of course, Saddam Hussein, as it were, made an appearance.
Well, yes, it was bad timing because we crossed from the border from Iran to Iraq just as the coup which brought the Ba'ath Party and then Saddam Hussein to power was happening. And perhaps rather foolishly, we took a photo. It was a sea of mud, the no man's land between the two countries, and we took a picture of the Land Rover in this sea of mud. Unfortunately, at the same time as a Frontier Land Rover came up. So, to cut a long story short, they took the camera, although we got the photograph back in the end, amazingly. And we were taken to Basra Central Prison, and we had 2 nights. It was classic stuff. You were in a stone cell with a single light bulb, etc. You know, you knocked on the door when you wanted to go to the toilets, and
God, I can remember that privilege.
Yes, I can remember.
And you were saying people hung.
Yeah, well, when they eventually did let us go, which was...
They realised that, there was nothing in on it.
Yes.
And we were taken through the town, taken out for a meal. There were people hanging off piano wires off the street lamps. And they just cleared the restaurant with rifle butts. People were having a meal, and they just went in there and were clubbing people with guns. And to clear one table for us to sit and have a meal was the most bizarre experience.
Amazing. Well, this is a book we're thrilled to be publishing. When you, Chris, came to see me first, I just felt utterly seduced by the story. It's incredible. And it's going to be wonderful having you at the festival, the three of you, still talking all these years on.
Hang on a minute, we've got 2 months to get through before.
And I'm confident you will after these years. And as you said, 9 months together in a Land Rover, extraordinary. So it's an amazing tale. It's going to be a fantastic session in the theatre. I'm looking forward to it immensely. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.